project manager now has the ability to manage his team by using a tool in ProjectWise Explorer called User Management. So in the Cloud Data Source, if we go to Tools, User Management, the console expands. And here, under User Lists, you can find, by project number, the user list. So the project manager will be able to manage the CDOT team members if he is a project manager and the owner of that list. So here we look at project 22771, and we see that the CDOT team members, if we expand with the plus, we'll see all the members of that team. If we select the team, you're going to see a list of available users that we can add to the project. You scroll down, you'll see the individual user names, and you can expand that here. Here's the description, which would show their names, and then this is their email address. And then here are the ones that are assigned, the same ones that you see here. So if you want to add a new team member, as long as they already exist in ProjectWise Administrator, they have a user account, you can add them or remove members to your project. So we're going to take this user here, Catherine Bryan, and with the green arrow, we're going to select, and it will move her right over here. Now she's got access to the project. If we decide that we don't want her in the project anymore, we simply remove her with this arrow, and it puts her back in the list of available users. Each project will have its own list of users specific to each project in ProjectWise. Now the list can get quite long, and here I know, because I know all the projects here, that we don't see all the lists. You can come up here and scroll through to the next page this way. So this is page 1, and this page 2 gives us the rest of the user list. Again, we would select the CDOT users here, select the project. This is the available users that you could add to your project, and these are the ones that are assigned to the project. And so you can manage your team members, you can add and remove team members to your project if you're a PM, and you don't have to go through OIT or Mojo Help Desk to put in a help desk ticket. Now, as a CDOT leader, we designate the PMs for the project as a CDOT leader. And a CDOT leader will have the ability to add members to the CDOT leaders group or user list, the CDOT team members user list, and the external leaders user list. You will not be able to add additional team members to the external team members list, nor will you be able to add to the all team members list. The CDOT leaders, which are the PMs, can add to the CDOT leaders list. You can designate another leader. You can add to the CDOT team members and to the external leaders. So if you wanted to add to a specific user list, for instance, this 23583 CDOT team members, and you come over here to the available users and you don't see them in the list, you would put in a Mojo Help Desk ticket and request that they be added to ProjectWise. And once that's done, they would be in the available users list, and again, you just add them to the project. And here I've added them to the project. Once again, I decide that I don't want them to have access. I simply remove them. And when we're all done, we just select OK at the bottom. So now let's look at those access groups in ProjectWise. And we're going to see on the project that you've got the groups in here. And let's look at what their access is. All team members includes all team members of external and CDOT. And that, if you look over in your access control, you'll see that they have read access to the project. and only read access. CDOT leaders, we scroll over here, the folder, everybody has read on the folder. Nobody has create access for a folder. As I mentioned in other videos, you would use document sets rather than create new folders. So the only one that has create access to a folder is the ProjectWise administrator. All others have read access. And now if we look at the team leaders and external leaders and scroll over to the right, we look at their document access, their document security access. The leaders have create, delete, read, write, change workflow state, file read, and file write. Okay. Now if we look at the members, the external team members and the CDOT team members, you have the same rights as the leaders with the exception of delete. The team members do not have delete access, and that's the only difference. So I hope this helps with your understanding of security and how it's applied in ProjectWise.